Oh hi, I'm DSDPTTRPGBC, and welcome to another episode of DSDPTTRPG Presents the Tabletop Roleplaying Game Book Club, or DSDPTTTRPGBC for short. On today's episode, I'm looking at Fungi of the Far Realms by Clements and Shuyi Zhang. I'll be contemplating the artwork, initial thoughts, content, favourite parts, and of course, my final verdict. So let's dive into Fungi of the Far Realms. So this is Fungi of the Far Realms, a lovely resource book consisting of mushrooms. Yes, mushrooms. Are you a fungi? Do you want to add spore to your game? Then let's take a look. First, I'll be judging a book by its cover. This is a gorgeous book. It looks like something you find in an old dusty library. A lovely fabric feel with a depressed image of a psychedelic mushroom adorning the front cover in pale blue and yellow. On the back, a wee mushroom in the same colour scheme. It feels weighty and is stitch bound. This book is begging to be opened. Next, I'll give my thoughts on a quick flick through. So as you flick through the book, you realise that this is written as a straight fantasy mushroom resource book and reads as one. Every page is dedicated to a mushroom. The watercolour illustrations pull you in, and you really feel this is written by a mycologist from a fantasy land. What is really striking is out of the 240 pages, only 16 or 17 pages are not dedicated to mushrooms. That's a lot of mushrooms. Next, I'll be looking at setting and rules. As mentioned, this is a resource book and is a catalogue of mushrooms from a fantasy land. Each page has a picture of the mushroom, a name, reference number, habitat, appearance and notes, flavour and mouthfeel, and aroma. Let me give you an example. The Ball's Bollocks, reference number 155. Habitat, lone trees in fields. Appearance and notes, dark brown puffballs that are often fed to cattle before mating. Whether they have any effect on enhancing the animal's strength, size, and potency is the subject of much inquiry. Flavour and mouthfeel, yeasty. Aroma, musky. This alone should provide enough inspiration for you or your players to run with. Using this example, your PCs could hold the monopoly on Viagra in the local village, placebo or not. Or when it doesn't work, will there be an angry mob composed of unsatisfied lovers and flaccid willies? At the beginning of the book is a statement and introduction. This will guide you on how to use the book and the author's thoughts. They suggest that if a character wants to look for a mushroom, roll 3d6. This will correspond to the reference number for a mushroom in the book. It'll be any combination between 111 and 666. They say, and I am paraphrasing a little bit, don't make them check to find them. They're in the wood looking for fungi, they'll find them easy enough. Now you can play or rule this however you want. You could suggest a nature roll or survival check, but completely up to you. They also suggest pre-generating the mushrooms and placing them in specific locations in your world. You can use the habitat to help you with this. They also suggest not giving all the information. If they just eat it, let them know how it tastes and the aroma and mouthfeel. And if it has any effects, of course they're going to find out. It suggests that if they make a check to identify the mushroom and it's a poor roll, give them some of the information. And on a better roll, of course, give them more information. But that's your call. Next, I'll be looking at what the book's got and what I'll nick. All of it, frankly. This is perfect for players and GMs that want to spice up their world with fungi. If you as a player want to be an alchemist, I'd be looking to get this in somehow. Same can be said if you're a GM and you have an alchemist player in your game. It can be used for just exploration, or how about giving it out as a prop to a PC? Maybe an NPC has given it to you as part of a quest with a list of fungi to find. There is also an appendix A and B at the back that deals with a few more mechanics, such as how certain yeasts work when brewing beer and making bread and their effects, and interdimensional mushrooms, hyper mushrooms. There are also some random tables you can use for infectious mushrooms, poisonous mushrooms, and my favourite, hallucinogenic mushrooms. Did anyone else see? Finally, my verdict. I have a couple of nitpicks with the book. It doesn't lay flat on the table and can get a bit annoying. When prepping for this video, I did almost throw it at the wall a few times. Also, there's no ribbon for a bookmark, which I thought would be handy when trying to find specific mushrooms. Multiple ribbon bookmarks would be even better. That said, these are very minor. This is a fantastic book, and it oozes, or spores, with everything that I love about TTRPGs. Anything that sets my imagination on fire is good in my book. Highly recommended. So in conclusion, I recommend Fungi of the Far Realms. I've been Dexade Dan. Until next time.